Hello, it's that time again. Get up, get off the couch, and tackle your own to-do list. Welcome to Just Ask Bob Live. I am your host, Bob Asadorian. Our interactive home rental show, which is very important. The key is interactive. We answer your emails, your tweets, your phone calls. Your questions could turn into a future program. This show does have a goal, and it's twofold. Number one, I can't stress this enough. What makes Bob happy is when you, the viewers, get up and get off the couch and tackle your own to-do list. You can do it with the right motivation and the right training. Think of the bragging rights. Think of the time you'll save in calling contractors and waiting endlessly for estimates. Think of the bragging rights. Beautiful kitchen, basement, bathroom, painting the home, that man cave, building a nice deck out front. Bragging rights are yours forever. You can do it with the right skill set and, equally as important, the right motivation. Now, if for whatever reason you simply will not get up and off the couch, maybe the roof's too steep, maybe the ladder's not long enough, maybe you don't want to get out there and do it, that's fine. We don't want you doing anything that's unsafe. Second goal of the program is to completely, once and for all, demystify the process of hiring the right contractor for you and your home. That's critical. And believe it or not, it all starts with the license. On the screens now, we have my license. So this is important now. Unlike reality television, the host of this show is actually licensed. The license is important because, number one, it's a foundation. There are no guarantees that when you hire a licensed contractor, there's going to be no conflict, the work's going to be perfect, the paint's not going to have any runs. But you want to roll the dice. It's an absolutely perfect foundation to start your project if you're going to hire out. You know, we talk about contractors a lot. Not only can you send us emails, tweets, or phone calls regarding DIY questions, but we welcome questions on issues you may have had with your contractor. Was he the so-called crooked and overcharging contractor? Was he the guy that tracked mud through your home as he came in for the estimate? Did he perform shoddy workmanship? Did he steal your deposit and run? Call. Bob's going to help on every possible avenue. You know, for homeowners, again, I've always coined that phrase that it must be the right contractor for you and your home. Maybe the contractor that made your neighbors happy won't make you happy. Maybe the contractor that a coworker recommended you, phenomenal job at their home, but maybe it's not going to be the right job for you and your home. Half of it's personality, half of it's the trade skill. It matters. So when the contractor comes to your home, grill him or her. Hit them hard with the questions. If you find they're losing patience with you during the estimating process, can you imagine when they show up with their tools? It's going to go wrong. You have to be very, very careful. Final tip for the viewers at home, listeners at home and the viewers. Bob's going to try to save you some time here. It can take weeks or even months to find that so-called right contractor. You have to make time. You have to stay at home. They have to come visit. They have to tour the, the backyard if it's a deck. They have to tour the basement. They have to pitch a ladder to climb the roof. Most municipalities, at least specifically mine I can speak for in Hamilton, 85%. That's nearly 8 out of 10 contractors or tradespeople you call to your home. And I don't care if it's from the foundation to the roof. They are unlicensed. No ticket, no tag, no training. Bob calls them riffraff. You're wasting your time. 2 things you do to be smart. Call City Hall, ask for building and licensing department. Building department, tell them you're building a deck. Tell them you want to size you want to build it. They'll tell you if it needs a permit or not. Not every deck needs a permit, by the way. Tell them you're remodeling your basement, whatever it happens to be. So you're going to get it right from the horse's mouth, whether it needs a permit or not. You're empowered now. You've got the information. Secondly, call licensing. Ask City Hall if there's a license requirement for the contractor. Some municipalities in Ontario care. They license the contractors, but an awful lot do not. Now you're empowered again. So when you call the contractor, ask him or her. But you already know now, so it's a basement remodel, you know it needs a permit. Ask them if they're comfortable working with permits. Many will say no. Cross them off your list. You save the appointment. Then ask them if they're licensed and ask them to bring the card when they show up to your home. You've now saved a lot of time because the people arriving to your home are licensed, legitimate, and they're willing to work with permits. Either way, you win. Either you get up off the couch, Bob teaches you, do it yourself, or you hire out. And again, remember, contact us. Send your emails to askbob@cable14.com or at Just Ask Bob, Twitter, or you can simply call us. Bob's Old School always welcomes a phone call. 905-645-3232. Also to let you know, we're running a contest here at Cable 14. Bob's digging deep into his pockets to give you one of 4 $50 Home Depot gift cards. But this is for video questions. Again, video renovation questions. Your video could be featured on an upcoming episode. Important thing to remember is the video should be no longer than 30 seconds, please. If you're recording on a cell phone, turn it sideways so the image is widescreen, just like your beautiful TV. Go to cable14.com/askbob contest for full details to submit your video. And for those of you that are shy, you still qualify. If you don't want to be in your video, just stand behind your smartphone, talk through the renovation, ask Bob how to change a faucet or even a light bulb. That's it. Send it in. You qualify for one of those 4 $50 gift cards. Now, we've got a beautiful renovation coming up. Let's read an email here that prompted this reno.
Welcome, M Products. With my
Is there a good alternative to use? Oh, wrong one here. Oh, wait, is there a good alternative to using tiles for above my shower? And is it DIY friendly product, Bob? This is from Christine in Ancaster. Yes, definitely, Christine. The upcoming footage, we're going to show you here how to remodel using cultured marble. We worked very hard on this footage. This is from one of our past job sites. Please enjoy the show, and remember, get your questions ready.
Welcome, M Products. With my good friend here, Rudy. Rudy, no more handshakes. Simulated fist bump. COVID-19, what can I say? Bob's Old School, I prefer shaking hands. But we're keeping our distance as well, as you can see. Rudy's been a favorite on past episodes of the Just Ask Bob show. We're back at the shop today. For those that don't know Rudy, we're going to kick it off old school right from the beginning. Tell the viewers your story. And I love your story. It's a little bit like the, well, you tell it.
The Remington man,
yes,
the shaver guy.
The shaver guy.
Yeah, I'm a bathroom renovator. Been doing bathroom renovations for 35, 40 years now. I bought cultured marble walls, shower walls, and tub walls from here with my big plumbing showroom in Niagara for 25 plus years.
Wow.
And then 13 years ago now, I bought the business because I just believed in the product so much. I've never...
You obviously liked the product. You had no issues with the product.
Never had an issue with the product. In 30 years, 35 years of doing bathroom, I've never tiled a shower or a tubber. I would never tile a shower. Why would you want to give your customer a headache of mold, mildew 5 years down the road? I won't do it. When people ask me to tile a shower, no.
Your motto is no grout, no mold.
That's right.
Makes a lot of sense.
100%.
I've always been intrigued by when somebody buys an existing business. Do you keep it as the successful template they had, or do you tinker with it? Did you change the way things ran here?
Well, we definitely didn't do the same thing. Of course, I bought in 2008, which is right when the recession hit in 2008. So yeah, did sales drop? Yes, they did. What we had to do was do a little product modification. We now do products. I know that the old owner, when he stops by here once in a while to check on us and see how we're doing here, is amazed by the products that we're selling now.
That's good.
The Marvelites and stuff, which he never poured.
Okay.
So this is a new product. This is a product that actually Products is the only company in Ontario that can make this product. And I have the dealership rights for Ontario. So all Marvelites are made here. So if you see a shower somewhere, in the GTA or whatever, out of Marvelite, it came from here.
Well, very important. Explain to the viewers Marvelite versus what? There's 2 lines you make.
2 lines. Yeah,
Two lines.
We do the old school cultured marble.
Regular cultured marble.
White swirl, white with gray. We'll show you some samples of that here in the showroom here in a minute. But everything else, as you see, is gorgeous granite-looking Marblite.
So the Marblite, the main difference is the image impression.
Good impression.
The film, the look.
The look. The look is phenomenal. It looks like true stone, real stone.
Thickness-wise, they're
3/8,
both
same.
they're both 3/8.
Same as tile. And
Tell the viewers your installation area, geographically speaking. For those that are watching at home, how far will you travel? For my customers or your own customers, or people that watching this and want to meet you.
we've done showers for Husky truck stops, stuff like that, in Hearst, Ontario. So
Wow.
21-hour drive north. We've done.
Wow.
We've done boats in Halliburton, the houseboat, you know, the houseboat things with the slides on them. We've done fleets of those because our product, when they do tile in those boats, they twist so much, the tiles pop off the wall.
That's
So they
amazing.
use our product. It's easy, it's 1 pound, you glue it.
You don't
on.
mind driving.
We'll go anywhere.
Bob doesn't like to drive. I like to park it and work. I don't enjoy the drive.
We do a lot of cottages up north, Perry
Okay,
Sound,
okay.
Halliburton, Peterborough Way, the Kawarthas or Muskoka. We go everywhere. Windsor, Fort Erie,
Wow.
GTA obviously, Kingston,
Nice.
Belleville. We go everywhere.
While we're in this area, let's show off a few samples
Sure.
for the viewers at home.
Sure.
I love the variation.
Yeah, these are samples of our Marblite product. There are 250 different versions of this, all available if you look on our website, MM Products website. You'll see all of these colors.
The viewers at home, I really like this one. Andy, you want to zoom in?
Yeah, there's so
Like,
many.
this is very unique.
Yeah, there's so many unique ones.
This is very stunning.
Yeah, if you want something radical, you know, stuff like this over here. Like I said, we can show you some of these. We'll do some cuttings or whatever and show some of the more radical ones. And then we have the calmer ones, like at the bottom here, you know, that are relatively calm and very popular. Obviously, the grays right now are very popular.
There's options. I
Oh, there's
believe you
options.
mentioned earlier, is it into the hundreds or thousands as far as the variations of the
Hundreds,
prints? Hundreds of variations of the
250,
prints.
yeah.
250 to
And
be
if you
exact.
look at it even on the bases that we're standing on here, you know, there's patterns. There's patterns. You can make it look like mosaic tile, but it's actually one piece, can never leak,
Nice,
no grout,
nice.
easy to cook.
Amazing thing is, this is 100% impermeable.
That's right.
Water will not penetrate the
Nothing can go
product.
through it, no chemicals will bother it.
Porcelain tile is also 100% impermeable, but the joints,
The joints, the grout is not.
the grout is the weak link.
Always the weak link.
That's why obviously when doing that, they use the Schluter systems, but
Yeah,
no need for Schluter with
With
these.
that stuff. No, yeah, we do all the glass doors as well. We can do the custom glass or factory doors. We're going max dealers. We sell tons of doors. We sell several doors a day.
I love these grates. Once you walk by here, Andy, get a nice shot of the grate and of the soap holder.
Yep. So the grate is a linear drain, but not like you think when you do the Schluter to tile, where you have to Schluter to it and do all that. The
Correct.
potential for leaks there
Yes.
is huge. Ours is molded right into the base.
Right into it.
So there's no chance of leakage with that. It hooks up with a regular shower drain fitting. Any plumber can do it. And there's no waterproofing required, nothing like that. It's so idiot proof. It's
Excellent.
awesome.
This is very radical. Get a nice shot of this one as well, Andy.
Yeah, so what we do here, on this one here, now when people are doing alcoves, and we want to show, if you want to show the two different product lines as well, accent walls, what we call accent walls in the alcoves, where you do one radical wall in the back, and then cultured marble on the sides.
On the sides and the ceiling.
And the ceiling and the base.
Well, this is also a big design trend, and I think it started with painters.
Paint well.
You know, doing an accent wall in a living room.
100%.
I've never seen it done in a shower alcove.
Yeah. So when you've got your window in your tub area, and a lot of people are putting these three-piece units up, so they're blocking in their windows,
Yes.
so there's no way to
Yes.
do it.
Yes.
Ceramic tile, you get the grout here, and that's where your leaks, and then
Yeah.
5 years down the road again,
Yeah.
you've got your rot. Our product is the best for if you have a window in your
That's
shower.
amazing. That's
This is how we
amazing.
do it. We go up, we silicone to the vinyl window, you can shower right up against the glass.
Right up against it.
Yeah, yeah.
Talk about radical.
This one right here is called Azure, this one.
Azure?
Azure. We've done this one 2 or 3 times as an accent wall, and I just sold this as a neo-angle shower
Wow.
the other day, so we're gonna do 2 walls of it
Wow.
put together. of that. So,
Very nice.
So you go
Very
radical,
nice.
or you go into the cultured marble like this one, which is just a calm white swirl, nothing fancy, but the same cleanability, durability, longevity, no mold. That's what you're...
No grout, no mold.
Yeah.
We're going to visit the manufacturing facility in the back, where Rudy and I can assure you, nothing's made in China.
That's for sure.
Everything right here in Hamilton, Ontario.
So here Jimmy is rolling out the clear coat onto the glass bob. So this is so he pours the resin out.
Wow.
And basically, he's not just a window tinter, he also paints too all day long, Jimmy. That's what he is, professional.
That's a nice roller. Stainless steel?
That's believe it or not, that's a
Or chrome fit?
chrome pipe from a sink.
I was going to say chrome.
Yeah, it's an inch and a quarter
Inch and a
tailpiece.
quarter tailpiece.
And what we do is we put plumbing O-rings on it. You see the plumbing O-rings, and that's our depth gauge.
Depth gauge.
So that gets us equal uniformity.
That's from your plumbing background.
That's right. That's right.
Never fails to have a trade as a background.
So that's how we get our depth. Now the Marbolite film, you just put it into the clear coat resin right now, and that's Jimmy's the master. Marbolite master, we call him.
Nice.
And he's going to squeegee out the air bubbles. It's like tinting the window of a car, Bob. This is
Okay,
how
yeah,
you do
yeah.
this, right?
Window tinting.
Yeah, window tinting, basically. That's what we do all day, window tint.
Rudy, this is amazing. This is amazing.
This piece will become, I believe this is a ledge, just like we did in your job today.
Okay.
The back ledge.
The back ledge.
That's what this piece here is. That's a back ledge for this particular shower.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's a soap dish. It's a soap ledge. There you go. Now we'll let that sit for half an hour or so, and then we'll pull the plastic off, and the ink sticks to the resin.
Sticks
So
right to
there's
it.
no plastic in our pieces. No chance of delamination.
Don't worry, folks. There's lots more of the rental to come. For the meantime, continue to send us your emails. AskBob@cable14.com, tweet at JustAskBob, or pick up the phone, Bob's Old School, 905-645-3232. And we have a contest, one of 4 $50 Home Depot gift cards. What we want you to do is submit your renovation question to Just Ask Bob Live. It will be a video submission, and it may be featured in an upcoming episode. Remember, hold your smartphone sideways, just like your beautiful widescreen TV. Video should be no longer than 30 seconds. Go to cable14.com/AskBobContest for full details to submit your video. And for those of you that are shy, you can still qualify. Stand behind the smartphone, video what your renovation question is, and submit it. Bob promises you still qualify. We're going to take a quick break. Stay tuned. Hello, it's that time again. Get up, get off the couch, and tackle your own to-do list.
Wait, your fly's open. No, I'm just kidding.
I am Larry Deani, and I'm the host of In the Hall, Cable 14's Community Affairs program, which always brings you a focus on important issues happening in our community. We are during a pandemic period, and I'm hoping that you're doing everything that will keep you safe. But I do want you to know that we have new content. We bring you the decision makers to talk about issues in our communities. Please join me.
Why should you stride for the general?
Stride for me.
Stride for me.
Stride for me.
Stride for patients who rely on the care at Hamilton General Hospital, the Regional Rehabilitation Center, and St. Peter's Hospital. Walk or run this September for our virtual event and make a vital difference on the front lines and beyond.
If you count on your network of friends for connection, your network of colleagues for collaboration, your social network for sharing, or your TV network for entertainment. It's because you also count on your network. Learn more at networksyoucancountOn.ca.
Online shopping. Soon it will be the way many of us shop for just about everything. And that's where we come in. Canada Post delivers more parcels to Canadians than anyone else. Canada Post, delivering the online world.
Welcome back to Just Ask Bob Live. Now we're taking a break from the renovation. We're going to take some email questions that have been pouring in. Then we're going to continue on a beautiful, stunning, cultured marble shower installation. We've got an email up here now we're going to take. Hey Bob, I found a crack in the cinder block foundation around my basement window. Is this something I can patch easily? Cody from Hamilton. Thank you, Cody. Thank you. Yes, this definitely looks like a beautiful Hamilton mountain home. May not be on the mountain, but it does look like it could be one. This is very easy. Cody, honestly, it would be terrible waste of money for you to hire a contractor for that. And I can call that out because I am a contractor. What you need is a cold mason chisel, chip out that crack because you need penetration. If you don't have penetration, you have nothing. We don't want to be filling a tiny crack with a little bit of masonry product because it's simply going to crack and fall off. That's exactly what always happens. Safety glasses, cold chisel, strike it with a hammer, enlarge the crack approximately a 1/4 inch or so, and then you can pick up at any of the big box stores. Well, you have two choices now. Honestly, for less than $10, you can pick up a typical regular mortar. This is a regular mortar mix that doesn't have latex bonders in it. It's going to work just fine. You want to throw an extra $10 and make it 20, you can buy one with latex additive in it. That's something that fortifies it and helps it bond. You're going to mix it according to the instructions. And then, I mean, honestly, you can use your fingers to apply it. And then you can use a broom to smoothen it. Or you can get yourself some masonry tools to fix it. You know, these small repairs kill me because if you're going to call a contractor out for that, and again, a licensed, legitimate, proper contractor, I'm pretty sure the minimum is going to be $590 and up, because that's usually Bob's minimum. So I can tell you right now, the majority of that money, maybe 90% of it or 95%, is the labor. 5 to 10% is that bag or two of mortar mix, even with the acrylic additive in it. So when you cut the contractor out of the equation, you save yourself a ton of money, spend an extra $10, buy the better mortar with the latex additive, do the job yourself, Cody, and the bragging rights are yours, and nobody can touch you on that. Good luck. Love the photo. So we had a tweet just come in. This is from John on Twitter. Does your license allow you to work province and country? Well, I believe it means province-wide or country-wide. Okay, John, thank you for that tweet. We've talked about this maybe a couple shows ago, but I'll get into it again. This is how Bob likes to call it, and I'll try to give you the short version. The province of Ontario disrespects us hardworking general contractors, handymen, whatever you want to call us people. We can come into your home and work on dozens of things. We can work on structure. We can work on roofing. We can take out load-bearing walls, foundation repair, excavation, kitchens, basements, bathrooms. The disrespect comes into play where they don't license us province-wide. One nice ticket throughout the whole province, one proper license. The province only does that with electricians, gas people, gas installers, gas appliances, gas workers, and of course, plumbers. That's it. So those three trades are going to come into your home, work on one item. I may come into your home, work on multiple items. We can be having an open flame doing plumbing because, again, our city's master building repair allows us to do plumbing work with the torch. So we can cause more damage in your home, and yet we're unregulated as a standard through the province. Hamilton has a master building repair license. Burlington scrapped it in early 2000 because they had no budget money for it. Oakville, I believe, has it. Toronto calls it the renovator's license. Now, if you want to get really silly, most of these municipalities I just mentioned, Hamilton for certain, I know, you pay a fee, you take an exam, you have to pass the exam, you show a police clearance. City of Brantford, money grab. Go to City Hall, slap a couple $100 down, you're a licensed contractor. No exam, no building code book, no testing, no nothing. So there's too much variation, and the majority of municipalities, it's the Wild West. The province needs to step up, license us once and for all. You're going to get rid of the riffraff. You're going to get rid of the unlicensed overcharging crooks, and it's going to be a very, very level playing field. That's from Bob to whoever's listening province-wide. But great question, John. Thank you very much. We have another one here. I am building my daughter a bedroom in the basement. None of the 4 walls I am building are up against outdoor walls. A, do I need insulation? B, what is the best soundproof insulation on the ceiling? C, are 2x4 joists required, or can I use something lighter duty? Jen from Hamilton, thank you for the question. Now, first of all, the 4 walls there, that's interesting. Sounds to me like you're almost building this bedroom in the center of the basement. If you're building it in the center of the basement, you don't need insulation on the walls because you do want the heat to migrate through. It's just throwing me for a loop here without seeing it. But again, if you're doing it that way, that's fine. That's okay. Now, I would recommend heavily, though, that, and it's not part of your question, but I would hope that you would insulate the outside walls. That's very, very important. The outside walls need to be insulated, and then the heat is trapped inside the basement. So you're not having a worry of insulating the inside walls of this bedroom because the heat's going to migrate through the whole basement. Now, I do remember there's a lot in that question. The other part was regarding the ceiling. The ceiling for soundproofing, I would use Roxul. Not Roxul for energy, for heat loss, Roxul sound bats. That's very important. Roxul sound bats work great. Control room, if you can do me a favor, throw that email back on screen because I know there was one more. Okay, A, I got. B, I got. C, are 2x4 joists required, or can I use something lighter duty? You could use something lighter duty because it's not up against the outside walls, but please don't. 2x4s are fine. Well, actually, you have to use 2x4s, so scratch what I just said for a moment there because this wall is going to need electrical. This wall is going to need, I assume, at least one receptacle and a light switch. You're going to have a lot of difficulty, and your electrician's going to hate you if you use some kind of 1-bys. So it's very, very important to use 2x4s. Now, the other thing I'm going to add to this email, because it wasn't in there, is the big P word, permits. Now, if that's a bedroom that you're putting your daughter in, I hope safety is important to you. The reasoning with the permit is the city will check, and there are laws regarding the size of a window, fire escape, smoke alarms, and whatnot. So it is important that you do look into that because you want to make sure, oops, losing my earpiece here. You do want to make sure that you're safe that way. Always check for the permits or make sure that permits matter. Just give me a moment here. I'm more of a contractor and not exactly a mic person. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Beyond the front lines, it's always vital to care. Dedicated teams at Hamilton Health Sciences are in place to care for COVID-19 patients while also meeting the needs of patients requiring other essential services. Your contribution to Hamilton Health Sciences Foundation ensures that our hospitals have vital tools and resources. You can define the new normal with your donation and contribute to a healthier future for everyone.
Tooth Fairy?
No, my dear, I'm the Pill Fairy.
There's a pill fairy?
Well, obviously you need one. What's this?
Those are for my back.
Well, you seem fine now. Let's just get rid of any dangerous leftovers, huh? Think about our fishy friends, huh? Ooh, I gotta go. I'm just gonna bring these back to the drugstore. Just don't make me come back.
The pill fairy doesn't exist. Return your meds to the drugstore. Canada United is a movement to show local businesses some love. Right now, they could use our support more than ever. So we're asking Canadians to buy local and spread the word. And every time you watch our videos or like our posts, we'll contribute 5 cents to small business relief, starting with this video. So keep watching and tell your friends. Because buying local can make a big impact. And small actions can too. Canada United. Together we can make a difference.
Welcome back, folks, and thank you for your patience. Bob's got his earpiece now. I am a contractor by day. Okay, back to that same question. Essentially, without knowing more details, I just want to make sure you're doing everything safe. That may very well be a fully finished, proper basement, and you just want to put a room in the middle, a bedroom. You know, it's important. We always want everybody to be safe. Permits are there for a reason. We have another email to tend to now. Dear Bob, thank you so much for your wonderful local TV show. I love your thorough explanations. I have a lovely old 1949 bungalow on Hamilton Mountain. The brick is attached to a metal grid or something and is loose and ready to fall off. On top of that, since receiving sewers, subdivision went in all around my home, which went through the foundation. There are fine and gaping fractures throughout. Wow. I don't know who to call or what type of repairman to do the necessary work. The brick is so cracked it cannot be repaired in my estimation. I called Fix My Brick, who sent a young man out who was not very helpful. Then a local builder looked at it but did not want to do the job. I gave up after trying 2 to 3 years to figure this out myself. Could you please tell me how to proceed from here? What type of contractor do I need, etc.? Thank you so much. Carol Winstanley. Hope I pronounced that okay. Thank you for the picture. Pictures are worth a million words. Pictures help here. You know, Bob's racing through his mind. I see the picture, and I remember a moment ago reading about the wire mesh. So what I want the viewers at home to understand, you know, this email mentioned brickwork many times. This is not your traditional brick or stone, at least without seeing it. From what I gather, from what I read, and from the photograph, this is a veneer. So, I mean, it's almost like a tile, but it's not tile. It's a thin slice of stone, or brick in some cases. It's embedded on with some type of mortar on top of steel wire mesh. Now, it doesn't surprise me that it cracks and comes off. What does surprise me, which really shouldn't, is the trouble this homeowner has had for years now, from what I understand, in trying to find somebody to help them. Now, you know, one you mentioned is a company sent a young person down. And again, I mean, you know, you want to deal with people with experience, that's fine. Sometimes they're young. What I would suggest is call that company back and ask maybe that the owners show up. You know, even in my company, I like to be the one to meet homeowners, but many of times I've sent my apprentices, which are much younger than myself, half my age at times, because I'm too busy to get to people's homes. So please, you know, this could be a young person that's going to become a skilled tradesman one day. Have patience, but again, I would call his boss, the owner of the company, ask them to maybe come down and discuss it with you. As far as the local builder, forget it. I'm sorry, but Bob's got not much respect for builders. You don't want a builder. Builders cause more problems than they fix. What you want to find is a licensed contractor. Again, at the beginning of the show, we showed my license. You can call the city of Hamilton, plead with them if they can give you also some contractors that are on the list, contractors that are licensed. You need somebody reputable here, somebody that's going to come in, tear that down, and reinstall a nice stone for you. Again, I wouldn't mind seeing this. If you have some problems, feel free. You can follow up with me. Largest database on the net, www.justaskbob.com. Again, that's www.justaskbob.com. through the websites, my phone number, my office, my email. Give that young man a chance again. Maybe his boss will re-come and visit you. If you can't make any way left or right of it, follow up with me here at my office after the show, obviously. You know, if there's questions I can't tend to or figure out here on the show, you have my personal guarantee. I will always make myself available to follow up with you. I've been doing that for homeowners well over 10 years on this very network. We're going to take a quick break now, and I want the homeowners to see now. See the footage here. This is beautiful Lancaster, Ontario. We're continuing here from the Marble Shop, and we're going to be installing beautiful, stunning, cultured marble walls, base, seat, everything in this beautiful bathroom. The second part of the rental footage, so stay tuned.
Hello, I'm Tara Prinali. Join us on The Opinionators at 2:30, 5:30, and 8:30 p.m. Thursdays, where we'll talk about federal and provincial issues and how they pertain to Hamilton.
Ready for seconds? How about firsts? Hamilton's food banks need your help. Please donate at feedthehammer.com.
I am Larry Deanne, and I'm the host of In the Hall, Cable 14's community affairs program, which always brings you a focus on important issues happening in our community. We are during a pandemic period, and I'm hoping that you're doing everything that will keep you safe. But I do want you to know that we have new content. We bring you the decision makers to talk about issues in our communities. Please join me.
Online shopping. Soon it will be the way many of us shop for just about everything. And that's where we come in. Canada Post delivers more parcels to Canadians than anyone else. Canada Post, delivering the online world.
Why should you stride for the general?
Stride for me.
Stride for me.
Stride for me.
Stride for patients who rely on the care at Hamilton General Hospital, the Regional Rehabilitation Center, and St. Peter's Hospital. Walk or run this September for our virtual event and make a vital difference on the front lines and beyond.
Welcome back to Just Ask Bob Live. For those of you that just tuned in, beginning part of the show, we toured a Hamilton manufacturing showroom and facility that creates the custom marble. We did a tour of the facility. We took some email calls, email questions. We also took a tweet. Now we're going to continue with part 2 of the footage. This is in beautiful Lancaster, Ontario, where we're installing cultured marble in a basement bathroom for a shower. Now, I want to explain to the viewers at home, I'm very proud of this footage. You know, we're doing this work now during COVID-19. So obviously, you see Bob here, social distancing. There's a reason why I'm alone in the studio. This footage, all the renovation on the job sites, comes from myself and my employees. Now, while we're not professionals on the camcorder, we're professionals at doing our good work on the rentals. So a couple of quick shout outs for some thank you. Thank you to Rudy, the owner of the shop. Thank you to Phil and Jake, the installers. And a very heartfelt, warm thank you to Andy Garcia, who is not going to be seen in this footage, but he's my employee, my foreman, and he's the man behind the camcorder for everything you're about to see. Thank you and enjoy the show.
Welcome to our job site. Just to give you some context of what we're working on here, this is a basement bathroom. The sheathing has been put up, which is all plywood. As you can see, this is a beautiful size. There's the shower base at the bottom. Nice bench. We've talked about this in the past. The best backing for the marble panels is real plywood. Although some people do install it over drywall, I do not recommend it at all. So Phil, tell us, what's the importance about the template all over again?
Well, it's just a pattern. So the walls are always out, the ceiling's out. I mean, even when you're trying to frame up as best you can, it's just, this is the easier way to measure what your walls are doing. Years ago, it used to be a level line, horizontal line, and measure several spots. This just eliminates all that measuring and leveling. So I just make a pattern of the wall. This cardboard's been used a few times. So I just have to make sure that all my lines are, I strike them out, start again. Then I look for a straight side. It's nice if I don't have to cut all the way around, so if I find a nice straight wall like this one. Contractor did a nice job on this one. So then I just have to mark the top and bottom on this. I use a 4-way spacer board, and that just traces the wall. So basically I'm just tracing, and then I go outside, and you'll see what we do outside, how I trace it.
I assume it's the most accurate method.
Yes, it doesn't eliminate mistakes, but it cuts down on mistakes.
Excellent.
So across the top, outside, we've already cut the ceiling panel. So we saved the cutoff from the ceiling panel. And right now I'm just going to get my son Jake to hold a marble for me.
Welcome, Jake. Come out of there. Give the viewers a big warm hello.
How's it going?
Phil, how do you like working with your son? Off topic here. Let's talk family.
Well, it's good, but the problem is if I get mad at him at home, he might take it home, you know? But no, we work well together.
Bob's had his own boys on a few jobs here and there, and I can tell you it can be interesting, but it's still good. It teaches them some skill.
Yep.
Better than video games.
So now we just use the cutoff from the ceiling panel.
I see what you're doing.
This allows me to, because this is a man-made product, it varies in thickness as well. It's roughly 3/8 of an inch.
But it can slightly vary.
It can slightly vary. It's a man-made product. So that's it. So now I just double check that I've marked all my lines. 4 inches all the way around my top. This is going to be my straight side, which I won't have to cut outside.
So it's a little like measure twice and cut once? Like in woodwork?
Because if I mess this up, they have to remake it, and that's not good.
No, Rudy wouldn't be happy.
Expensive. That's correct. All right, so now we're going to go outside and cut this.
Excellent. How heavy is that, boys?
Not too bad. You get used to carrying it.
It's a lot of work for the viewers at home. You know, it may look like magic on television, but it's heavy work. This panel is just gorgeous.
Yeah, so this is Marblite.
Okay. Phil, give me a difference now in the products. Marblite versus what's the other option?
So Marblite is this is actually a photograph that's been cast onto a resin finish, and then it's back poured with the white marble.
I see, as opposed to what other options that are available at M&M?
Yeah, so the other is cultured marble.
Okay.
Marble is gel coat sprayed on molds, and then the color is poured on top of that gel coat.
So what the viewers are looking at right now is a print.
This is a print, yep.
With gel coat over it.
This is with resin over top.
Oh, resin over top, okay.
It's kind of like a stick-on tattoo.
Interesting,
Yeah,
interesting.
The color comes off on the clear resin, and everything's all poured upside down, and then they flip it out, and this is what you see as a result.
Fantastic, excellent.
All right.
So the template that you just made, you're now overlaying on top of it, and you can make your precision perimeter cuts.
That's right. Yep.
Obviously, no cut-throughs on this one because it's not for the for the faucet or the plumbing.
Yeah, there's no cutouts on this one.
Okay.
All right, Phil, tell the viewers, what's the next big step?
Okay, Bob. So we've already cut the other side of this, made the pattern, scribed it, cut it. Now we're gonna flip it over. For this to glue properly, we gotta score the back, because all the resins and all the whatever rides to the back surface, and it gets kind of shiny.
So it's a little bit slick.
Yeah, you want to score it up so the glue adheres to it.
Smart. I can tell you're passionate about your trade, Phil.
Well, that's good, eh?
Is that mask for COVID?
That's COVID and dust.
And dust. All right, give it a hit. Very nice and very, very dusty. Bob's not wearing a mask.
Yeah, it's not good to breathe in. Well, it's a nuisance dust. It's not harmful. It's just, I'm sure if you breathe it every day, it's probably not good for you, but...
This dust is giving me more grays.
Yeah.
Well, Phil, what's the next step?
Well, now we got to clean all that dust off. Then we're going to bring it downstairs and glue it to the wall. And we'll get this back panel in and the ceiling up and go back downstairs.
Now, Phil, why the back panel first before the ceiling? There's a reason for this, right?
Yeah, the back panel is what supports the back of the ceiling panel.
Okay.
So the walls are supporting the ceiling. We have to put screws across the front of the ceiling panel.
Okay, but it's a smart way to install.
Yep, back first, then the ceiling sits on top of this back wall. We tag it, put some braces on. And...
All right, up next, we're inside the bathroom. Is this one of the hardest parts of your job, getting that down a basement?
Oh yeah, it gets pretty tricky. There's some places, even upstairs. You know, the stairs are always a tricky thing to get these done. Panel adhesive sub-4 glue. This glue will glue stone, it'll glue tile, drywall.
Now, do you remember our job last year that we did on television?
Yeah.
That was installed on drywall. It wasn't exactly a Just Ask Bob topic. You know, it's just how it turned out visiting that job site. I prefer plywood on all my jobs. You can give the viewers a little bit of a pro and con between drywall over the bathtub or shower versus what we have here, plywood.
Yeah, see, well, cultured marble, it's impermeable. Like, it's not like ceramic tile. You don't need to have a waterproof base in behind. Water can't get behind this once it's sealed. It's not like...
Impermeable.
That's right. Grout has an absorption to it.
Correct.
So this has no grout. It's all silicone. Plywood is a lot stronger. Glue sticks to plywood a lot better than the paper on drywall.
Well, that's what I'm saying. When it's drywall, you're only bonding to the paper.
You're bonding to the paper.
You're not bonding to the gypsum core.
You try and tear this out in 20 years, good luck.
Now, what if it was on drywall?
Pieces. You're tearing drywall to pull it off.
Okay.
Pull off drywall.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll stick to drywall, but this is just better, stronger. And if you want to put an accessory, say down the road, you want to put a grab bar or something.
You have something to screw into.
That's right.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you for those tips.
All right.
I'm going to follow you here as you apply.
Need more glue?
Isn't that the thing? As soon as you start, the tube was almost empty.
Sure, that's the way to go.
So as opposed to a solid bead, what do you call this? Just globs?
Yeah, I blob it 4 to 6 inches.
Blobs 4 to 6 inches.
Then it takes up any holes in the wall.
Okay.
I've had some people say it looks like I'm doing a cookie sheet. Put cookie dough in these big tubes.
Yeah. So typically this is always a two-man installation.
Yeah, it's tricky for one person. Can it be done?
Well, I mean, I would assume you risk cracking the panel with one person.
Well, this ceiling panel's over 3 feet wide and 7 feet long. So no, you're not doing that by yourself. Not a chance.
True.
Yep. All right, we're gonna put this back panel in now.
That is just gorgeous.
And then we just move the panel around, break all the glue.
So that almost reminds me, I've been laying tile this week. When you lay the tile, you've got to wiggle to and fro to collapse the ridges. somewhat similar.
Yeah, you just want to break that glue case. This glue doesn't skin over too fast, but there are some adhesives that skin over. You got to break that skin. So. All right. So now goes the ceiling panel. Got to put the ceiling panel up now.
So Phil, this is the ceiling piece you're installing.
Right.
Tell the viewers what we're discussing about the multiple glues you use on this one.
Well, I usually use this. The reason I'm putting glue and silicone is silicone sets up faster. You can use silicone to glue everything on, but it's twice the price.
So you're mixing it up.
So I mix it up.
Smart.
I like glue on plywood. It just has a better adhesion. Yeah. So now we get the silicone. I try and get to the marks that I've scored. All those circles I've done with the solid side. Yeah.
Phil, what I've always said about you is you have a passion. You have a passion for your trade. That makes people stand apart, and the result's always a phenomenal job.
Yeah, thanks. I guess you've been at it long enough. You want it to be a good job.
That's right.
This is where it comes in handy to be tall.
Now the C-clamps, you're making obvious use of the hole for the pot light.
Yeah.
Smart. How long does the C-clamp have to stay?
Yeah, a day. By tomorrow, this is in. It's done. Solid.
Okay. A C-clamp with a block of wood. Now, quick question. What if there was no holes or there was no pot lights? How would you support it?
Then we use those expansion poles.
Okay, those yellow expansions.
Yeah, 4-wood bracing.
Okay.
So earlier I marked out a reference how far my ceiling panel will be going. So I just got to make sure I'm back out to my lines again.
Okay.
Before we...
And I see you're tacking in a few temporary nails.
Yep. Yeah, because Jake doesn't want to hold this for the whole day. Unfortunately, we don't all need him. We need him for other jobs. Okay. So gotta put screws across the front. The sides and the back hold the ceiling, but across the front you have to put screws.
Very nice. So how many panels left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with the ledge.
Yeah, got a few to go, but this gives you a general idea of it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Absolutely stunning. Let's get in for a closer look. So we've talked about this many times in the past regarding the base. Solid one-piece marble, you can't beat that. Once you eliminate the joints, the grout, you eliminate the possibility of mold. This is completely 100% impervious to water. The finest base you can get. And a bench. Beautiful bench. Homeowners will definitely enjoy that. We have our nice wall panel. The ceiling with the cutouts for the pot lights. Got a pot light going to be on the left, one on the right, and we've got a rain head there for a shower head. Another panel on the right here. A bathroom that is truly maintenance-free.
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the show. There's a lot of work putting that together, believe me. Now we've got equally an impressive episode for you next week on electrical.
When you're doing a service like this, it is important, actually any work, that you have to have a permit for anything. So right now we're just waiting on the inspector to come by, inspect all our work. Once he gives us our pass, we can close it all up, and at that point, from the meter up is now property of Hydro, and then from this point down is all property of the homeowner.
Today's episode may be coming to a close. However, submit your questions any point after tonight's show, any point in the tomorrow, any point into the weekend. Ask Bob at cable14.com or tweet at JustAskBob, or pick up the phone and call 905-645-3232. I don't care what your question is. Complaints on a crooked, overcharging contractor, kitchen questions, basements, roofing. We're going to answer them all on this show. And our contest. We're giving away one of 50 Home Depot gift cards. Submit your renovation question to Just Ask Bob Live. Your video, it's a video question you're submitting, so it could be featured on an upcoming episode. Very important, no longer than 30 seconds. If you're recording on a cell phone, remember to turn it sideways. Or the image, make sure it's widescreen, just like your TV. All contest details, go to cable14.com/askbobcontest for full contest details. Very important. Now, after the show, to get a hold of Bob directly, largest database on the net, www.justaskbob.com. Again, that's www.justaskbob.com. You can email Bob, you can phone Bob's office directly, and it's a teaching database. We've been on this very network for well over 10 years, nearly 11 years. We have over 100 episodes and segments on our YouTube channel that you can catch through the website, where you can learn, pause, fast forward, rewind, doesn't matter. Bob's covered nearly everything from the basement to the foundation. Don't miss next Tuesday's show.